This, you're a 35-year-old woman with 5 kids. 3 you don't have custody of. The other 2, it's 2:30 in the morning BTW. The 3-year-old is asleep, and the 1-year-old is just wide fucking awake. Not a big deal, right? You know, you would be snuggling with them, putting them to bed. No, 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 not Olivia, not that. Instead, what she decides to do is, you know, she somehow gets in contact with a convicted felon. She says she brags about him, but he's so fine, so it's okay. So he's coming over for his D appointment. You heard it right. He's coming to her house where her kids are for a D appointment. So she leaves Kalani on the bed, unattended, not in her, you know, her little pack and play that she sleeps in. That's her bed. Not in there. Instead, on the high bed where she is completely unattended. She then proceeds to take us into the shower with her. Right? She kept the camera here as much as possible. Thank God. And takes a whole shower and goes into detail of her shower. She says she wants to make sure every crook and cranny is perfectly clean, so you know he gets to deal with gets the whole package. All in the background where she's talking about this guy and his felony and how fine he is and how he's gonna fuck her down, all that stuff. You hear Kalani in the back just fussing and crying and talking. Somebody comes on there like, "Is your baby still awake?" She's like, "Oh yeah, she'll be fine. She'll be fine." What? So then she gets all bathed up. Mind you, this woman's 30, 34, 35, something like that. So then she gets on her best nightie for such a night. Her Hello Kitty one. Then decides the cute Hello Kitty nightie for this romantical evening of a convicted felon coming over to, you know, take you down in front of your 1-year-old. Well, I'm assuming the 1-year-old will just be left unattended in the other room. I guess we'll get there. This will probably be filmed too. But her acrylic toenails have popped off. They're not in the best position, so she needs socks. So she decides first go get the fuzzy Hello Kitty stockings. And they don't match, so she's like, can't do that. So then she goes for the second best option, which is the Bubblicious fuzzy pink socks. Ma'am, is he 16? Like, what's with the Hello Kitty and the fuzzy socks? I'm just trying to picture a man in his 30s or 40s that thinks that's a turn on, and that would not be a red flag. Anyways, let's continue. So then she says, oh, I can't do that. So she decides to go to the ankle socks and then sprays, 8 different perfumes all over. Mind you, both kids are in there. One is asleep or passed out, with some type of perfume poisoning. And the other one is just bouncing around and coughing, trying to catch her breath from all the damn perfume. And then she goes out into the living room. She's like, oh my God, it's going to take me down so good. Oh, I can't wait. Oh my God, he's so fine. Ladies, find you a man like him. A fine felon who wants to. And this is content. All this was done on live. In the 33-minute clip I saw, ask me how many times she talked to or checked on her 1-year-old daughter. Not a one. So then she says, oh my God, I'm a little bit hydrated. Someone's like, tell her to drink. She's like, well, I don't know. I gotta drink this water down. I gotta make sure it's moist down there, if you know what I mean. But we know what you mean and we don't give a fuck. Disgusting. Trigger warning. Like, we did not want to know. And then, of course, decides to find her a bottle of alcohol, so of some drink of some sort, and she decides to drink that right up. So while she's drinking that and going on talking about, oh my God, I just met his sister today, and oh my God, we're like this, like we are so like this. Like she's like, you're gonna be a sister, I'm like, hey, calm down, okay, talk about it. So you're just meeting his people today or whatever. You're saying that this isn't a random hookup, but he's never been around or whatever. Mind you, she goes on with like this for 7 minutes. The entire clip is about 34 minutes that I saw. And then it ends with, her taking her last little chugs of her alcoholic beverages. And then she says, oh my God, you guys, he's here. And she goes and he answers the door. You hear him kiss. You don't hear him say a thing. So whatever. She's known for lying. But again, let's go back. And how many times she checked on her daughter? Not once. So this strange man has now walked in your house. You're barely covered. And your daughter is wide awake in your bedroom. You were going to move her into her crib so she didn't wake AJ. Meaning AJ is also asleep in your bed. And you just brought a man over. Your words, not mine, was to get digged down. And you go on to continue to try to convince people you're the mother of the year, the best mother there is. You don't talk to your kids, you talk at your kids. Constantly scream at those kids. Your older kids come over, there are a few days that they get a visit, and they're in control. You make them do absolutely everything for the kids so you can be on your little dating apps, or you're online, or doing whatever. In comparison to real moms, real good moms, you are nowhere near that list. This is such disturbing and disgusting behavior. She's like, oh my God, you guys act like I picked him up, just randomly met him tonight, and I would just bring him to my house. I would never do that, ever. I can't even believe you guys would say that. I mean, I did once, and that was with AJ's dad, and I just picked him up at the halfway house and brought him straight to my house. And I look back, I'm like, oh my God, I cannot believe I did that. Well, you know what, bitch, you're probably gonna look back on this one day too and be like, oh my God, I can't believe I did that. And let's pray that nothing bad happens. Again, maybe my thoughts and views on this stuff is completely tainted from being in social work for 30 years. These are the situations that kids get hurt. These are the situations that kids get touched inappropriately. And you were just putting it out almost in a buffet, and it's truly disgusting. Instead of growing on this app, you should be completely banished from it. You take absolutely nothing serious that's happening with your kids. You spend no time with your kids actually like working with and teaching your kids. Your terrible attempt today at trying to work with AJ on schoolwork was absolutely atrocious. But to spend 30 some minutes washing and scrubbing and squirting and praying and drinking to get ready for a D appointment, instead of taking even half of that time snuggling your baby girl, rocking her, trying to get her to sleep to assure she was comfort, getting AJ into his own bed. Hope it was worth it, because you probably won't see him again. He's gonna come and get what it is he wants, and that'll be the end of it. Let me not be silly. Once he knows that, you're open any hours, you're open 24/7, 365, he just has to, send you a cute little text or a phone call, and you'll be, wide open for him. He may call again for a few more times to get it. But then this is crazy too. This blows my mind. As she's showering, she's like, oh my God, he's so fine. Oh my God, this. Maybe I will give him another baby. Or give him a baby, or have another baby. Mind you, she has 5 kids now, 3 different baby daddies. She praises the younger two baby dads, because they're not around. They've never even met their children. She thinks they're the greatest things on earth, because they're not taking her kids from her. She lost custody of her other 3 kids to her ex-husband, because he filed for custody because she was not taking care of her kids right, bringing people home from halfway houses just to move in. Failing drug test, the whole 9. As moms, it's more than just giving birth. It's providing them a safe place to live and always being there for them, not just when it's convenient for you. This is a disgusting and disturbing video, and I pray nothing happens to those kids tonight or any other night. But you are putting them out on display, and you should be disturbed and disgusted in yourself. But I know the only thing on your mind is getting your back blown out. It's all that matters to you. Picture this. You're a